Hello folks, I've got in front of me the Daystate Pulsar, again from the Rob Taylor collection, although he's let the club use this as a club rifle, so we're really good of him. Okay, so before this you saw the Daystate Renegade. Well, this is its big brother. This is fully electronic, whereas the Renegade just had an electronic trigger, and it's known as mapped compensated technology. Basically, it's a electronic valve, regulated valve, and it's a new design on the Stephen Harper valve as well, so it makes it really accurate and plenty of shots. Right, start from the back. As with the Renegade, it's got a fully adjustable butt pad for elevation and cant. It's got a cheek riser. We just use Allen screws to undo that. You can raise that. It's also got the cross bolt safety as on the Renegade, and it's a fully adjustable match grade trigger. You can get them with a match grade trigger shoe as well, even better trigger, but basically it's two stage, which is fully adjustable, and basically the trigger engages an electronic solenoid that releases the trigger sear basically. So that is basically the trigger on it. Now looking at the stocks are the same as on the Renegade. Only difference on the Renegade you can see there, where there's a little piece of plastic filling, but on the Renegade you've got an actual pressure gauge there. On this one you don't need it because it's all inside the little screen there. It's got a single shot tray, or you've got a 10 shot magazine. It comes in 177-22 in sub 12 foot pounds. You can get a 25 and a 303 and 22 in and 177 in FAC as well. The 303 is in the eye power. The actual magazines on these are magnetic. Really good actually. So all we do, it's got magnets on the bottom of that, and you can replace this one for the 10 shot mag, which I do use. Getting to know the rifle over the last couple of days, I've really enjoyed it. Very smooth to shoot. I don't think it's as noisy as the Renegade, because you're not there's not a hammer hitting a valve like there is on the Renegade. It's all electronic, just valve opening and everything. The actual side lever on this, and I think on the Renegade as well, is reversible, so if you're a left-hand shooter you can adjust it yourself, take it off and put it on the other side, so that's a good idea. Picatinny rail on the front for bipods. Nice alloy rail on top for your scope, and the rail's also got a spirit level in it again. The actual cylinder on this is 300cc. You fill pressure to 230 bar, unless you get the high power version, and you can fill that to 250 bar. The barrels again are 17 inch and 23 inches. The 23 inches being on the high power versions, and it does squeeze more power out of them. See the difference between this one and the Renegade also it's actually got a laser at the front there, just there. So when you cock it, there you go. There's a laser. When your safety's off, the laser comes on. That's why you're in your aim. Put the safety on, it goes off again. Same again. So the idea of this is you zero your rifle in at whatever range you're shooting at, and then you can adjust that laser to point on your actual point of impact. And the way you adjust the laser is underneath the rifle. You've got an hole on either side, and use a 2mm Allen key to go in, and you can adjust for elevation and windage sort of thing on that, so fully adjustable that way. To operate the actual screen on this, just pull the actual side lever back twice and keeping your finger on your trigger, and the programs come up, and you can basically go through the programs by keep pressing on your trigger. What's come up there is a magazine, you can switch it on or off. But you put the lever forward again, and that basically sets it. Takes a bit of getting used to, really. It's just getting to know it. You basically open the lever up, shut it twice, keep your finger on the trigger for 5 seconds, and the screen comes on. Very nice. As you can see, I've fitted a bipod on this one. It's got a 1/2" UNF thread on the shroud, so you can fit a silencer, which I have done. Right, the batteries in this. It's got 6 Duracell batteries in, so it's 9 volts altogether, and basically that's what powers it. Double A's. All we do, I think it's a 4mm Allen screw there, 4 or 5mm Allen screw. You undo that, the stock comes off. The stock's in 2 halves. This part of it slides forward off the cylinder, and then your batteries are there, and that's where you get to your batteries. But they last thousands of shots before you need to replace them. Loading the multi-shot magazine, when it's on, it automatically detects how many shots you've got. So when you fire your 10 shots, it will not fire. If you try and shoot it on the 11th, it won't fire. So it counts all the shots. It also assesses the what pressure's in the cylinder, and that's how it works out how many shots you've got. It's all computerised. It works out from the pressure in the cylinder how much to use for each shot. Quite consistent, really. It's got an auto safety feature, so if you're out in the field and you've cocked the rifle, then your safety's been left in the fire position. After 5 minutes, if you've not done anything, it will automatically go into standby mode and switch itself off. All you need to do then to reactivate it is to apply a safety catch again, or cock the rifle, and then that will turn it on again. The weight of this one, depending on your stock, does vary. So it's between 7.5 pounds and 8.3 pounds, depending on whether you've got a synthetic or a laminate stock. That works out at 3.4 kilos or 3.8 kilos, depending. This weighs quite a bit actually, because the scope weighs a ton. I had fitted on it the BSA silencer, got the bipod on and the scope, and I think it came out to around 11.5 pounds, so a lot of weight in that scope. But it is a nice scope. That's one of Rob's choices, favourite scope there. It's Optizan Taipan and it's a 4x16x50. And what's fancy about this one is it's got a telescopic sunshade. I don't think they make these anymore now, but a nice little feature there. It is also illuminated as well on the side, and it's side parallax with adjustable turrets. Well, what else can I say? Overall length 76 centimetres or 30 inches on the standard rifle. If you go for the high power, which is a 23-inch barrel, that comes out at 89 centimetres or 35 inches. 177 and 22, 25 and 303 are all the calibers you got. You got in 177 in sub 12 foot-pounds, you should get around 220 shots. FAC, you'll get 110 shots at 18 foot-pounds. 22, you'll get 250 shots at 12 foot-pounds, or 55 shots at 35 foot-pounds. Or if you want more power, at 50 foot-pound, you'll get 43 shots. And that's with the high powered version. So that extra 5-inch barrel, you get in another, what's that, 15 foot-pounds out of it, just for the extra length of the barrel. With 2.5, you get 55 shots at 38 foot-pounds, or 55 shots at 50 foot-pounds with a longer barrel, the high power. And then the top of the group, you've got a 303, and that's pushing out 70 foot-pounds. As with the Renegade, the 303 only comes from the magazine and not a single shot tray. That's about it really. Been a nice rifle to get used to. It's very easy. It's very manageable. All the weight's back in the shoulder anyway. So yeah, I like it. Like I said at the beginning, I weren't sure about the shape on the bullpup when it first came out, but it's actually grown on me. It's such a nice rifle to shoot. I mean, bullpups are chalk and cheese, aren't they really? You either like them or you don't. Yeah, I really like this one. And what sets this apart from all the others, it's fully electronic. Nice little stock, this one. Good for taking out in the environment. Not worried about knocking it or anything. The actual pistol grips you can take off and put your own pistol grip on. Not sure if it's an AK or an AR, but I know it's a grip that you can change if you want to. Would be nice if you had a grip with a nice palm rest on it, but I have seen one with like two prongs coming out the side, and you can use it like a stand or a bench rest. But that is the rifle. This one's in 177. I'm actually doing this back to front because the weather changed yesterday, so I wanted to get out there and do the actual test and the shooting first. So I've done it back to front, but what you'll see coming up will be the range tests, and I'll also be using different pellets. And another thing you'll find out is when I was using the Renegade the other day, I was getting around 10 foot-pounds. Well, I thought to myself, I'll put the Daystate heavies in here at 10.3 grains. Well, that sends it over 11 point. It goes as high as 11.7. It's averaging about 11.4 foot-pounds. So that's why the light pellets, you won't get the full power out of them. And the tester rifles using the 10.3 grain pellets to 11.7 foot-pounds, knowing that if you used to use the lighter pellets, it should be well over 12 foot-pounds. And that's why people get upset when they say, oh, it's not doing what it's supposed to be doing. But it's only because they've got a light pellet in it. If they was to sell you a rifle with a light pellet shooting near to 12 and then you put an heavy pellet in, you'd be in trouble because the police test with heavier pellets, and that's the way it is. So that is the Daystate Pulsar, and I'll see you at the end of the video. Okay, first off we're going to top the rifle up. On the back screen it's reading 180 bar. Display screen on the side there. .206, 207, so it's actually going up with the tank. .224, 25. Okay. We've got the same in 234. What I'll do next is I'll weigh the rifle as it stands. It's got an Optisan Taipan scope on it, really nice scope. What's good about these, got a telescopic sunshade on it, look. Really good. And this is a 4 by 16 by 60, I believe. And it's empty Optisan at the time. Right. So first off in kilograms, we have 5.3 kilograms. That is 11.6 pounds. So that's the weight, including all the garbage. Shouldn't say garbage, should I? excellent scope and bipod there. Right, now because the weather's a bit unpredictable today, I'm doing this a bit backwards. So I can get the targeting out of the way. I'll do the sound test and then I'll get to explaining about the rifle. So you'll see this in, you'll probably see this in the same order, but I'm doing it a different way around at my end. So there we go, explained. Right, pellets I'm using today will be Daystate range master soldering heavies at 10.3. Yesterday the Pulsar, the Renegade was averaging just around 10 foot-pounds. These are a heavier pellet. We'll see if that sends it close to 11 or not. Might be totally different on this. Okay then, now the magazines on these are all magnetic. And some other manufacturers are coming out with the same thing now with magnets. But as you know, this one is the big brother of the Renegade. It's fully electronic. That may make a difference to the sound on the sound meter as well. So you're not be hearing a hammer strike the valve, so it should be quieter. Okay. There's a stop pin on the back of the magazine, so depending on which side it's on, that deters on which side you load it from. On this one it's from the left. It slides in. Okay then, so I'm going to start off by going for the black 0 spot, top one. Set to high power. It's now reading 227 bar, so the temperature's dropped in the cylinder, so that's good. Close the side lever. There's no strain on the side lever. All it's doing is loading the actual pellet. Just like that. This is 1/8, so that's a lot more clicks. 1/8. doing quite well, considering I'm behind the barrel. It is a lot windier today, so that's going to make a difference, even though I've got a fence down one side. But it's so light, there's no, you can't, well, you obviously can't hear a hammer strike. All you're doing when you're pulling back on the side lever is pulling back the probe, you're not pulling back a hammer spring. It's totally electronic. And it's probably one of the easiest rifles to shoot when you've got electronics. It's basically a light switch, basically. So the lock time's going to be super fast. So you're not waiting for that hammer to shoot forward. It's just actuating the valve. So the only thing that's going to affect the recoil is the actual air coming out of the barrel. So every action's got an opposite reaction, as you all know. So higher powered ones, you can feel the difference. On a find as far as at 80 foot-pound, it actually recoils because there's so much air coming through it. So that is all grouping at the same point. What's strange about this, I've found this before at the range. I've been shooting lower down. It's not as much affected by wind, but as soon as you come up by just 10 inches or half a foot, it make all that difference to the wind. I'll go for the target below it, and I'll adjust on this one. Remember, I already adjusted this on a lower target, but the wind's pushing against it. It's in my face. Yeah, alright. Now move on to the red stars. So it can beat the rain, which is forecast within the next hour or so. That's why I'm doing this part first. Can always do the intro indoors. Bottom black circle is the red stars. Safe to catch. yellow. Got a pallet there, costs £5.90 in a tin, and it's keeping up with the pellets costing £12 a tin. So it likes the red stars. I'm going to see if it likes an even cheaper pellet than that. BSA Elite. Now some of these can have wobbly skirts, so so I can get the 177 or the Elites. Going for the yellow circle bottom right. Oh god. Avoid that one. Gone into two though. Come out there. Going off. Start again. The wind's picked up. Shoot the bear. Sure. Was one in. Right. So, apart from the start, the Elite's done really well again. £3.39 tin of pellets. Works well for it. It's 18 yards anyway. So, ideal for close range work, barnyard, rats. Until we get back to the range, can't really test them better than that. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to chronograph the sovereign heavies, to more or less know what these do with the Renegade power wise. So I'm going to put the sovereign heavies through the Pulsar. Whatever results we get on here should equate on the Renegade as well. So what I'll do, I'm going to chronograph it and I'm going to set the sound monitor at the same time. So we get two things in the Okay, so everything's set up. All I need to do, load the pellets and fire. Got a little polo mint target set up down there. the better.
710. That just vibrated on me then. Telling me that the magazine's it actually says magazine empty. There's 200 bar in it now. Still like power. Right, I'll give it one more lot. Yeah. 705. 712. 698. 710. 712. Right, I'm going to do one more test using the shroud this time.
just for the benefit of the sound. I think it knocked about 7 decibels off the sound yesterday when I put this silencer on, so see if it does the same today. As I say, there shouldn't be so much sound from the hammer. Definitely louder. Straight through the polo. Alright, that is that. So that's the sound test, the power test. Right then, I hope you enjoyed the video. Coming up next week will be 2 more rifles coming up from the Robert Taylor collection. I don't know what I'm getting. I told him to make it a surprise, but be assured there'll be interesting rifles because Rob only collects good stuff. So I'll see you after the weekend. Have a good weekend, and let's hope the weather improves. So I'll see you in the next video.